athletics will share two information items as noted on the agenda. With that, I bring for Dr. Burke.
Make sure that's muted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Slade. Chancellor. Chairman. Thank you guys very much.
Yes, sir. No, you need to use the microphone, sir.
We have people. Okay. Thank you, guys. Happy to be here. Athletic department is this in great direction. I want to start with some really good news. Our turf field is I heard a really good joke about this today. I have to tell this joke. I wasn't on, I didn't make it up, but they talk about there's something called Coach K sport. I think in Carolina, the Dingo, but they are calling this field the Deion Field. So the Deion Sanders Field. So I didn't create that joke, but the field looks great, well overdue. We had our first spring game here. The team loves it. And there are some other things we're doing around the stadium regarding some beautification, having the stadium painted, some lights, a scoreboard, a smaller one on the other end. So we'll continue to make O'Kelly Bridge Stadium look great. So let's just hope we continue to stay play on the field and adding forward. Basketball season did not finish the way we wanted, but men did finish in second place overall in the regular season. We had two young men that participated in the first HBCU All-Star. It was a sold-out event in Arizona. It went very well. Jadarius Harris and Fred did an excellent job. They both were in NABC District Award winners, Fox Grove Award winners. They did have great senior season. So very proud of the work that Fred did. And then our women's team, excellent job this year too. Had the most wins overall in overall history, 16 wins. They also finished the highest winning percentage in conference play. Several young ladies got different awards. So they had a very good season for them. Very proud of the work they did with our interim coach. And we had a wonderful MEAC roundup. We hosted in Cary. The men's team went undefeated. The ladies lost one, and we are the hosts of the MEAC Tennis Championships this weekend in Cary. Both teams are in the second and third slot for our big national championship this year. Very proud of the work they've done. And women's advanced golf, they had a wonderful trip all the way to Puerto Rico, and sent them over there, and they turned it out and they did very well. First place finishes on both sides, well attended. Women's just finished their season, and men will finish this weekend in Pine Mountain, Georgia, with the championship of the NC. New staff. Last year, we were able to bring her on as our assistant athletic with sports medicine. She was in the work stadium, and Morgan is not very happy with us for taking her. But she wanted to come back home, so welcome to people home. And if I'm also recognizing some folks from the last meeting, we did recognize, and he wasn't here yet, but Chris Jones, our deputy AD for external relations and revenue strategy, is expanding the man on ball right here. We are welcoming him back to the desk too. And if you remember correctly, we did our championship signers, and it is finally going up in these 4 locations that they will be in. This is coming south of 85 in Pass, Virginia. They will be on 85, and the other 3 locations, as you can see, on NC 147 southbound, I-40 eastbound, and on NC 55. So those signs will be going up any moment now. In locations, and if you guys notice on these highways, North Carolina, there already is some signage up for Carolina, ANC, things like that. So finding those spaces does get a little bit difficult, but we were able to get some prime locations, and we're very excited about that. Before I get into the strategic plan that Trustee Mitchell asked us to get started to work on, I want to mention some of the issues or some of the concerns from athletic directors, and most importantly, a lot of leadership going on in the NCAA. And the 3 biggest pieces would be the transfer portal, NIL, and conference realignment. So Conference realignment, yes, we're in great shape. We love the MEAC. We have a great home, but the MEAC doesn't host every sport we have. So, for example, the Northeastern Conference, where we have men's and women's golf, and we just signed a 2-year extension with them for those split billion sports. Next, the transfer portal. There's the new legislation there too. Now, any student athlete can transfer as many times as they want to a 4-year institution as long as they're meeting progress towards career. So it provides, I think it sets up for a lot of revolving doors, but this is the new NCCU. This is the way it's happening. And we're not oblivious to it all. We have some coaches that embrace the transfer portal a little bit more than others, but every coach has access to it. They all engage it, but certain coaches like freshmen and certain coaches like transfer. So it is up to that coach as they're recruiting to decide what direction they want to go in. But we have lost some players in the portal, but we've also gained a lot of great student athletes in the portal too. So it goes definitely both ways. As it pertains to NIL, I want to read to you guys a short word from the NCAA compliance, just to give everyone a gauge of where it's at first. And this is particularly collective. Collective still currently maintain a structure that must be created and organized by alumni or group of concerned constituents, not university employees or associates. A lot of us see right now, like ANC started a collective. We have a collective. It is done very well, but it is not managed or operated by the athletic department. And it cannot be. University does not collectives just otherwise that alumni or individuals are collecting NIL funds to benefit athletes at their institution, and it's raised and dispersed directly from the collective and not the athletic department or the university institute. Universities and their affiliates such as foundation, board of trustee members, executive staff, maintain the responsibilities defined by university individuals representing university with athletic interests and cannot be creators or people of responsibility within the collective. I hope that's very clear. We can be involved, everyone in this room, but it's not ours to hold and operate. Period. Until the NCAA says they're going to do pay for play, and I know it kind of sounds like pay for play, you've seen other institutions, but there's a fine line, and they have not done it yet. And when they catch that first school, they're going to make an example out of it. So right now, we have some collectives. Dr. Green's right here. She is our chief compliance person. And the collective we have now works in conjunction with her rules and regulations and exams. And that's the same way with any other collective in house. We don't select the student, don't select how much they get, but we're going involved with checks and balances. So we cannot cross that line. Like I've seen some institutions doing already. So regarding our strategic plan, we want to have a roadmap that can help us determine how much money we think we can raise, how much revenue we can generate, and things like that. And what we always come back to is about relationship building and having clear communication with the strategy. So I'm not going to go through and read everything to you guys one by one, but the next 5 slides dictate and show our plan. What I do want to get into is I want to share with you guys the strengths and weaknesses that our analysis what we've seen so far. And what we've seen our strength is we do have a strong sense of community and athletic achievements. It really doesn't matter what sport we have. Our alums do the thing come up to sports every which way. There are some untapped alumni bases community sports we've not gotten to, but that's immediately right in our wheelhouse. Chris has done a great job of embracing them, meeting them, getting out, building our people out here. Historically, we haven't had a true infrastructure or a culture of giving to athletics outside of the Eagle Club. And we need to open those windows up. And our current donor base is very limited. We have a selection of individuals that are small that give to athletics regularly. We need to expand on that. We know who they are, and unfortunately, we nickel and dime them to death. If it's a ticket sale, it's a fundraising campaign, we're always reaching out to the same people. So I think that sometimes we fatigue them a little bit. opportunity. There's still untapped funds, and I think it's a great opportunity as me and trustees we talked about them that want to be involved in their own plan. It isn't that hard, it just takes money. And we need to do a better job of acknowledging, leveraging our technology, our media component, things like that. Some of the threats, everyone knows the economy up and down, things of that nature, and potential resistance to change initiatives. Some folks never give the athletics, and get them to give the athletics. It's that economy change them to something we can work on them. They see the pros and cons and then support our athletic department. The barriers. The Eagle Club, the organization, but the amount they're getting, but they're getting is for the issue funds. Most people are in the Eagle Club because they want access to first tickets. So they pay $150 and they get access to the best tickets. With $150, doesn't even directly come to the athletic department. As of right now, the Eagle Club is given $16,000 for the whole entire year. But yet we give them the best of what we have. We have a Maroon and Gray campaign that's now already at 300 members and represents $260,000. And those individuals get $1,000 and they're not getting anything. They're giving it just to give. We need more of that. Big Sports, our in-house corporate sponsor. Being legal counsel, we've met several times. And they serve as our corporate sponsor, and they go out and fulfill and secure corporate partnerships. Great. It's a 60-40 split, but the only problem is the contract was set up before me that if Chris Jones signs a corporate sponsor, they get a percentage of that too. So they need to manipulate and own what we have to sell. So that is something we're working on to adjust and working out of the contract because we have individuals that can sell corporate sponsorships, but it's our inventory. So why should we pay if it's our inventory? Especially if the North Carolina State University employee secures a corporate sponsorship, it should all go to us. There's no need for us to share a percentage with them. If they find it, great, no problem. We get a percentage. But if I secure a sponsorship, Dr. Green, anyone in institutional advancement, then that should all go to us. And our inventory is our inventory. If we wanted to get that to the Maroon and Gray Club right now, we have to get them a percentage with our own inventory. Over the change, I think that's kind of self-explanatory. We need to shift more individuals to give athletics, support athletics, year-round athletics, not just football for homecoming. We have a lot of other sports, we have a lot of tremendous student athletes doing so much in the community. Building trust, that's where it comes to the fulfillment piece. If we have a sponsor or partnership, $100,000, they want signage, they want tickets. Can't wait to Friday to give a ticket to the game on Saturday. That stuff out with them and share with them early on. So since 2022, we have done a really good job of raising some funds directly for athletics already. This is pure fundraising dollars, not to say, but we saw what we've done with the weight room in the Clinton, the gymnasium, what we've done in for the PT polar tubs, the tennis court, the tennis locker rooms, which are unbelievable. The weight room, which was a huge gift that came from the trustee, Michael Johnson in his name, and then what we've done in the indoor golf facility. This has been all done through fundraised dollars, not a state dime, but we have to do more. And then the last time I talked here, we talked about just the other items, facilities that we need to improve. If there's two areas we have to do better overall athletically, it is facilities and fundraising. And this is just a snapshot of some of the improvements. And what's not even on here is softball facility. Right now, we're not just playing, practicing everything here, just playing our games here. We've got the latest practice in Riverside Park in Durham, but we need to find a true home in Durham. And what that's partly with DPR, Durham Parks and Recs, where we need something that satisfies and helps them too. And I think, once again, we've talked about the track and field, we don't have major drainage. That's something that needs to be addressed. O'Kelly Brick Stadium looks fabulous, but now we need to take it one step further and get our fence, lights, and painting, and then renovating the locker rooms, which is a huge piece. Coach Oliver's on number one on this list. So we're in the right direction, but this is just to show some of the larger and smaller areas we need to address expedition. That's pretty much all I have right now, but I'm open to any questions if anybody has.
Good question for Dr.
Sorry, Jane, just a general question. So on the larger items. Sorry, on the larger items, I see there's no dollar figure. What exactly would that entail?
Well,
So just a rough estimate is fine.
which one are you referring to?
The whole thing.
Goodness gracious. The locker rooms are somewhere around $3.5 million for the football locker rooms. The track and field drainage, we're waiting for our folks to construct the name to give us a full estimate of what that's going to cost. And the equipment, that could be somewhere around $50,000 to $60,000. And that includes hurdles, high jumps, all types of things like that. They must be an NCAA requirement. We have some stuff that obviously team practice on, but if you're going to hold the NCAA, you have to have X, Y, and Z that meet the NCAA standard. And I'm put you on the spot here. The larger item regarding this right here. Yeah. We have talked about it, we worked on it, but that might be the same thing. We might need the post construction really break that number down.
They do when we're planning arena, we have nights that and all of those things you see listed over the balance at $150,000. We've been able to start doing some things. We're trying to be very creative and so even though but the facility we start about some client, we're able to get some of our R&R information from us to satisfy that because we have a client regardless of the type of facility. I'm not quite sure what environmental spit shine means, but I know that we are doing wrapping of the walls and brightening up the area. Those are because we don't have any facility, but we're trying to make sure that when you walk on it, it's not safe.
Last slide. So how to do this data pieces. This type of items have to be tied to comprehensive. That is why I think even though we have usually most country companies have been always want to see in the person before they so as soon as we can get this fully back the pause is actually why it's not a pause because the advanced end continues to breathe like you just need the face. But we have to commit this to that. There's no way we can do the kind of work here. Looking for small changes. It needs to be part of that. A major portion of it actually is to improvement. And the other thing is that are in the master plan. They're not required to be back. These are things that we can just scratch like we need to do major center focus. That is.
And that's also to your point, when it comes to the locker room renovation, that's a campaign working with students. Come up with, that we have already met with, a couple of different individuals, corporations, that we think can help us get there. And, so like I said, we're not waiting for anyone to do the work for us. You know, we're reaching out there trying to raise the funds ourselves to knock some of these down. That's it. Go back to equal fair. Sort of address. It's not really a question for the state. The athletic department is operating from it's different operations than it was before. And so come into getting some contracts that you necessarily wouldn't have gotten into. And you got to get out of those contracts. You got to get out of the mud before you can even get a doctor. So you gotta, is it correct when I understand you say that you got to get out of a negative situation to get to a positive situation to be able to do the things that you need to do in terms of fundraising, correct? From a corporate relations standpoint, yes, that is absolutely correct. Because I don't feel it's appropriate for us to pay someone to use our own or they should be getting cut. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't like that one at all. And for someone who was a former student athlete, I love the Eating Club and cherish the club, but we still need to make sure that the person with the individual who getting $1,000, they reap the benefits before someone is taking $100. It's almost like that is one. So when we say athletic department, it is given to this when I'm thinking of Carolina. Don't think of anything except so central. I would think Eagle Club would be, if I didn't know any better, that's the only thing that is like it's the number. That's the whole thing. So it's almost like restructuring the whole brand of the athletic department as far as what the giving mechanism that the alumni and the other don't even know. You're talking about the athletic department and giving. This is it as opposed to all the other stuff. Okay. Well put. That is something that me and Mr. Jones have been working with the club is to find a way, whether it's the Eagle Club, it's kind of Room and Gray, or Room and Gray is the club. How we can make both of those work together and folks understand if you want to get that athletics, this is the way you get it, and this is when you get to different levels, if you will. So that's what we are working on right now with them to figure out how we can do that. Like I said, can't implement on those things on the projects.
Mr. Chairman, we have one. I want to see the movie just back on because anybody in the role, we need to be able to address and be transparent with them if we're going to be able to make switch. It has to be that index because considered tradition. Tradition is good. But there are some traditions that are not productive. We all do that. I'm not going to go to specific examples. In that city. What I would say though, you don't necessarily need to create an organization that supposed to be in support of the university. But when we look at the evangelists, grows more than the university, and I'm not even on any of the universities. What I'm simply saying is that we're really true to wanting to make significant changes in the support that we see. We need to be able to make tough decisions and be able to communicate to people that it is not personal. It is just not cost effective for the university. You give $150, you want private parking, special parking. It's just not physical for us. And so we need to have a tough conversation. And I have talked to 80 about these years. I know nobody wants to confront a tough issue. But until we get there, whether it's through the consolidation, this nation, where we say, okay, this is the organization that we're going to support, we need to put our resources together. It's supposed to have people. That's another institution. So that culture change is really very important. And I know it's tough. No, it's tough. But we have to have the message one conversation. We have that conversation honestly with ourselves. Is this the best way that we can have? Or more are there other ways that we can? So that's a key discussion. I believe we can get fully.
We're not a basketball factory or football factory. It's but I'm not looking at us. And they may not know how many PhD we ran this year. But they'll know how many people played in the NFL or the NBA or the NHL. I think that's the board. So it comes back to me, we said conference realignment. It seems like this, but it's actually not. Because for alumni, come to see NCCU against somebody. That somebody is really important. You can beg, borrow, steal ticket. Okay, but South Carolina State, you can't. So we need to figure out what avenues we need to approach to generate that excitement. And one of the things I think we it's just marketing. I think we have a good product, but I don't think it gets marketed enough. We had, when we doing the sport, when we doing the NIL, what's the happen? I'll have to later on. And I think we just need to do more to have people buy into the product. We said, again, the athletics strongly supports the university in terms of people opening up their wallets and checkbooks or their foundations to give up money. So everybody likes a winner. And there are certain things that, even though we cannot be totally involved in NIL, there are still links to the website with best practices and how things get done, and obviously copying and linking in, because that is our conduit, how things go the right way for us clients. And so I think that's what we can help ourselves. As the portal is concerned, we have access to all the details of the portal, but that's not information that's shared across the board. It's different websites that might promote some of the portal, but yeah, NCCU access to never see that from our conference and anywhere in the country, but they get it. But the portal is one of those things that, especially for us, we're
gonna win some in the portal, and then we're gonna lose some in the portal. Just as simple as that. And then I think what's important, especially for our coaches and alums, is making sure that when they're trying to recruit a student, they know that they've been in the, and a lot of these understand too. So a lot of the students before they even get there for, they've already started talking to other students, which really gets messy there. And we want to stay out of that. So, you know, it might be a thing where we need to educate on the straight on our website and on the board.
Triple back to contract realignment as pertaining to market. If there really statement that can be made about where we're gonna be in 3 years, 5 years, in terms of alignment, who's gonna be in what, where?
Well, the chancellor was one of the ones that kept us whole, yeah. And we know that we have two serious institutions, one coming from division, two, and another institution that would love to be in the conference. They have some programs on, one is going through the study and waiting for a board vote, and the other one is to send the switch. So I will tell you right now that in 3 years, I think the will have two more students. That's just my professional opinion, but knowing the different schools have reached out to the conference, knowing what our commissioner's done, and seeing the work the chancellor has done before that, I would be surprised if they not have two more students in 3 years.
Just to add, a brief, wait, what's that? I don't want to make. Yeah, it's working very well. But we have to understand there are some constraints. Changes in policies, some that would actually be in effect very soon in terms of how much we have to pay. We're moving between now and then, some of the cleaning and something like that. So it's bigger, but so there are changes that are coming that will impact smaller schools. It's very difficult to really get into all of the nuances into that. But to move from Vision 2, Vision 1, all of that is now going to be slightly more difficult. It was before because of all of the changes. And then because, and I'll be frank with you, we have had, when I was chair, we've been approached by a number of schools. One, is to show that the school that is trying to come to us with a lot of widows, not just academic, but also academically. That we are there academically as well as likewise. There are some schools that we rejected that we did not like this one because the council felt that, you know, where we are, we need to have schools that can at the same time. Yes. There are some schools that we're looking at that cost is just an issue. I'm not going to mention it in particular name, but there is one in Virginia that we've been cultivating for years. We want to come, they're ready to come, but they just don't, when they look at their budget, it's difficult for them to do it. So what I'm trying to say here is, as far as conference realignment, it's not just about who's wanting to come in. There are other constraints that they are looking at themselves. Whether they get the budget, whether their board of trustees is willing to support that, whether they have what is going to be required to move from one to the other. And then when you look at MEAC itself, are we willing to write up some of the associated costs to bring people into MEAC if they don't have the money? That's a conversation that we can have. Because there are certain fees people have to pay. Are we willing to make that? And if we're going to do that, what impact will that have on MEAC itself? So for me, personally, at this point, while we have other schools looking at us, they have their own issues. Some of them are budget related and all of that. It is important for us to be able to maintain our membership, that we don't lose anyone, because if we do, that spells trouble. So we spend a large portion of the COVID year, trying to put that coalition together and maintain. Otherwise, yeah, would not be what it is today. So we continue to move that forward, and we believe we're in a place now where the Elite Eight is really truly the median. But we are working, and it is correct. Hopefully, next 2 years or so, we will probably have at least 2 or 3 institutions that will be coming to that are properly aligned with us. But that's like you give them something else, and we are some help from other areas to really make it happen. So a lot of moving parts, but we are certainly concerned. But,
Okay, then, are there any more questions? Yes, I just want to say the amount of questioning and do that here, and I hope you do that in the board of support, because I'm sure that's the way you would. But I do want to thank you and your staff for your presentation, for your participation, and for your leadership that you this NCCU doing for the community franchise board. Any more questions? There being no other questions before the committee, we take a motion to adjourn. It's been moved and seconded, we adjourn, so at this point, we stand adjourned.